Meanwhile, all eyes are definitely at what the budget holds for tomorrow. Everybody is looking up for it, is counting down to it, is trying to understand what the various industry demands are and how much will the government really rise up to it all, particularly when it comes to the taxpayer, to the Indian taxpayer. But the president's address on the first day of the budget session has been at the center of a huge political furore. Congress MP Sonia Gandhi called President Draupadi Murmu a poor thing, poor lady, while commenting on her address to the parliament, saying she looked exhausted after the customary speech. There were others from the opposition, including Rahul Gandhi, who called the speech boring. And of course, independent MP Pappu Yadav, who called it a love letter.
What do you think of the speech, man?
This is usual false promises.
Boring. No comment.
No, the poor lady, the president was getting very tired by the end.
Repeating the same thing again and again.
No, she could hardly speak for him.
Well, amid the huge political furore, Office of the Rashtrapati Bhavan, in fact, itself has released a statement saying the comments made by some in the opposition is absolutely unacceptable and have hurt the dignity of the high office and are an absolute poor taste. Soon after President's statement, Prime Minister Modi took on the Congress, accusing the royal family of insulting the president, who comes from a tribal background, alleging insulting the president is insulting all tribals.
द्रौपदी मुर्मू जी उड़ीसा के जंगलों में आदिवासी परिवार से निकल करके यहां पहुंची है। उनकी मातृभाषा हिंदी नहीं है, वो उड़िया भाषा में पली बड़ी है। मातृभाषा न होने के बावजूद भी उन्होंने बेहतरीन तरीके से आज संसद को प्रेरित किया, भाषण दिया। लेकिन कांग्रेस का शाही परिवार उनके अपमान पर उतर आया है। शाही परिवार के एक सदस्य ने कहा कि आदिवासी बेटी ने बोरिंग भाषण दिया। दूसरी सदस्य तो इससे भी एक कदम आगे बढ़ गई। उन्होंने राष्ट्रपति जी को पुअर थिंग कहा, गरीब कहा और चीज कहा, थकी हुई कहा। एक आदिवासी बेटी का बोलना इनको बोरिंग लगता है। ये देश के 10 करोड़ आदिवासी भाई बहनों का अपमान है। ये देश के हर गरीब का अपमान है। जो जमीन से ऊपर उठकर आते हैं उनको कांग्रेस का शाही परिवार बिल्कुल पसंद नहीं करता। गरीब, दलित, आदिवासी, ओबीसी समाज से जो भी लोग आगे बढ़ते हैं उनको ये कदम कदम पर अपमानित करते हैं।
Even amid a huge persistent backlash from the BJP against the Congress, Priyanka Gandhi Vadra defended her mother, saying her mother, emphasizing that Sonia Gandhi at 78 did not intend any disrespect. She affirmed that her mother holds her president in the highest regard.
My mother is a 78-year-old lady. She simply said that the president must have been tired reading such a long speech. Poor thing. I don't think she fully respects. In fact, she has the utmost respect for her. And I think it's very unfortunate that this kind of thing is twisted by the media. They are both respected people. They are older than us. They are a certain age now, and it's pretty clear that she means no disrespect.
बीजेपी अध्यक्ष कह रहे हैं कि माफी मांगना चाहिए। बीजेपी मांग कर रही है।
अरे जिस खाई में इन्होंने इस देश को डुबोया है, पहले उसके लिए माफी मांगे।
Well, I'm being joined by Sabyasachi Roy Chaudhary at this point, my colleague. Very good evening, Sabyasachi. Thank you for joining us. How is this going to go forward? Is this something that's going to be a huge furore that may set the tone for today, but tomorrow will be another day and another political furore? How's the politics of this likely to play out?
Well, absolutely. See, the impact of this particular remark from the Congress chairman, Sonia Gandhi, would be seen inside the parliament with the entire BJP, because BJP President JP Nadda, he clearly put out a social media a post in social media X stating that he and the entire BJP leadership have condemned this remark that has been given against the President of India by Congress chairman Sonia Gandhi, and they demand that Sonia Gandhi must apologize to the President of India. Now, the Congress party also has hit back at the BJP. In fact, Priyanka Gandhi Vadra stating that it was never the intention of Sonia Gandhi to insult the President of India, and this has been misinterpreted and twisted by the media. And in fact, Mallikarjun Kharge also took to social media X stating that the BJP has been insulting the President of India by not inviting her for the inauguration of the Ram Temple as well as the new Parliament building. And this is another twist that has been given to this by the BJP. And the Congress chairman Sonia Gandhi has never insulted the President of India. In fact, a strong remark also have come in from the President office stating that the President of India has denied of being tired. In fact, they have said that the statement given by the President of India has been misinterpreted by certain Congress leaders. In fact, she also, in that particular statement, the President office also highlighted the importance of speaking up. And they have said that the President of India believes in speaking for the marginalized community as well as the women and farmers, and it is extremely vital and it is not tiring. In fact, she also condemned the remarks that had come in from different Congress leaders stating that the remarks are in bad taste against the President's chair. So clearly the war of words is only going to escalate heading forward.
Right. Thank you very much for joining us, Sabyasachi, with those details. Well, in his customary address ahead of the beginning of the budget session, Prime Minister Modi stated that the union budget will pave the way for Viksit Bharat by 2047. Prime Minister Modi said this is the first complete budget of the third term, and that he can confidently say that in 2047, when India completes 100 years of independence, India will fulfill its aim of Viksit Bharat.
देश की जनता ने मुझे तीसरी बार ये दायित्व दिया है, और इस तीसरे कार्यकाल का ये पहला पूर्ण बजट है, और मैं विश्वास से कह सकता हूं कि 2047 जब आजादी के 100 साल होंगे, विकसित भारत का जो संकल्प देश ने लिया है, ये बजट सत्र, ये बजट एक नया विश्वास पैदा करेगा.
Interestingly, Prime Minister Modi invoked Goddess Lakshmi for the poor and middle class in his address. The statement has fueled a sentiment that there could be some tax relief for his section. There is high anticipation for potential income tax relief and other measures to boost consumption and economic activities.
मैं मां लक्ष्मी से प्रार्थना करता हूं कि देश के हर गरीब एवं मध्यम वर्ग समुदाय पर मां लक्ष्मी की विशेष कृपा रहे.
Well, Prime Minister Modi added that innovation, inclusion, investment are pillars of economic growth.
हम सर्वांगीण विकास के संकल्प को लेकर के मिशन मोड में आगे बढ़ते जा रहे हैं. इनोवेशन, इंक्लूजन और इन्वेस्टमेंट, ये लगातार हमारे आर्थिक गतिविधि के रोड मैप का आधार रहा है। इस सत्र में व्यापक मंथन के साथ वो राष्ट्र की ताकत बढ़ाने का काम करने वाला कानून बनेंगे।
He also took a swipe at the opposition, stating that for the first time in 10 years, there was no foreign interference before a parliament session.
2014 से लेकर अब तक शायद ये पहला पार्लियामेंट का सत्र है कि जिसके एक दो दिन पहले कोई विदेशी चिंगारी नहीं प्रगटी है। विदेश में से आग लगाने की कोशिश रही हुई है। 10 साल से यानी 14 से देख रहा हूं, हर सत्र के पहले शरारत करने के लिए लोग तैयार बैठते थे और यहां उसको हवा देने वालों की कोई कमी नहीं है।
The budget session of Parliament started with President Draupadi Murmu's address to the joint sitting of the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. After the President's address, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman will table the economic survey in the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha separately. Well, the Chennai police have made a significant breakthrough in the shocking Chennai car chase case following a late-night arrest.